boys and gals. Alright, let's see. This one. Okay, I think I hear me. Okay, yeah, okay. Sorry for all the echo, but okay, we're live, we're good, we're golden. We're golden, we can hear. Hooray. Alright, welcome everybody to what is the last Dream Daddy stream, probably. We're going to be finishing up the dates with the dads. We only have Craig, Matt, Damon, and Hugo left. And maybe getting some secret endings? I know there's at least... I know one would require me to like restart the entire game, but we shall see. Sorry, just sharing just sharing out the stream right now. Okay. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. So we did Brian, Robert, and Joseph yesterday. So today, let's go ahead and get start on Craig. Alright, that's his voice, I'm pretty sure. I hope so. Well, does it ever occur to you that this is the last time I'm probably going to be doing any of these voices? Crazy to think. Well, as long as I don't play a different voice game where I have to read dialogue. Wink. Okay, but for real, I'm probably gonna take a break from doing like the, what are these called? They're not visual novels, interactive novels, something like that. These types of games. And then I'm thinking of either doing Ace Attorney or Danganronpa next. Let me know which one you want in chat. I think maybe Ace Attorney because that one is more episodic than Danganronpa. Danganronpa would definitely feel like a more continuous story, so like if I have to like stop in between, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright. It took some time for our schedules to line up, but I was finally able to find a weekend where Craig and I could go camping. He always stays so busy with work and the kids, but it's good to know that we'll just be able to spend some time relaxing together in nature. Since our first run, I've managed to go on regular runs with Craig. I mostly do them because it seems like the only time we get to hang out. But the added benefit is that I've seen a lot of improvement in my health. Good for me. I was able to sift through the attic and find my old camping gear from college. Craig put me in charge of bringing the sleeping bags and the tent while he takes care of the food, so I double-checked to make sure everything is ready to go. Craig should be here any minute now. Amanda's gonna be spending this weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. She hasn't been away from home without me for longer than a day since she was 14. I hope she isn't feeling nervous about it as I am. Hey, Amanda Panda. Hold on. Okay, give me 1 sec. Hey, Amanda Panda. Amanda's in the middle of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get it to finally zip. Hey, Pops. Ready for your trip? 1 sec. Once I get this bad boy all zipped up, I'm good to go. How much did you pack? That seems like a lot for 2 days. Oh, it's my camera equipment. Lenses, tripod, flash, all that. Are you even gonna have time to take pictures? I'll find a way. I need to get some good shots for my series on national monuments. Oh, what's the series about? It's one of those internet series where I reimagine Disney princesses as founding fathers. What? I'm kidding. Nobody likes those. I'm taking portraits of my friends. Oh, well, I'm gonna be in the woods, out there in nature. You know, roughing it. Just me and Mother Nature. The old Madre de trees. Are you gonna be alright on your own? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna have any signal out there. I won't be able to text you or call you at all. Oh, it's alright. I'll be able to survive a couple days without constant updates on who just got voted off of International Haunted House Hunters. Well, I'll miss you. And for the record, Bradley was pushed down a flight of ornate stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. Amanda finishes zipping up the bag. Finishing up the big suitcase and lugs it next to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug. Relax, Dadtron. I'm a big kid now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and two mom chaperones. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep with a tub of ice cream on me. Oh, well, alright. Don't steal anything, okay? Since you asked nicely, fine. Promise. Are y'all gonna miss my Amanda voice? Step aside, hauling my bags behind me. Craig's already strapped some camping gear on top of my modest but stylish car. He notices me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me. Such a gentleman. I almost had a case of vapors there. Never fear, these muscles were made for picking up heavy things and putting them in other places. Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy. I guess I can't argue with that. Everything good with Amanda? Yep, on our way to school trip to Washington, D.C. What about your offspring? Already at Smashley's for the weekend. I'm ready to get my camp on. I load the rest of my stuff into Craig's car. We get in. Oh no! What's wrong? I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back. Are you worried that someone's gonna break into your house and cold press some carrots? No, it's just Just try to relax, man. Let the juicer float away. Take all of your worries and blend them into pulpy good vibes. Craig takes a deep breath. Bro. Do we have anything to listen to? All I had at my place is a series of CDs that guide you through a thorough and intense calisthenic workout. Do you want to listen to those? I'm just kidding. Craig hands me a thick case filled with CDs. CDs nuts in your mouth. Take your pick. I thumb through page and page after page after page of kids sing-along CDs. Oh yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Takes me back. Keep going. Get to the end of the case to find, in the very last slot, a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Kickstands Mega Mix Volume 1. I made it just for the trip. I think you'll like it. I popped the CD into the car stereo, and it's like immediately transported into our old dorm room. Hit after hit plays. Soon enough, we're both happily scream singing the lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway. This song was Carl's favorite. Carl, the third roommate. You brought that dog home one night, and I couldn't pry you two apart. So we spent an entire semester fabricating a story about how our foreign exchange student roommate, who had really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. And then we had a room inspection. That R.I.P was so suspicious of us, but could never prove anything. And Carl was just under a blanket. Bless that pup's courage under fire. Man, we did some dumb things back in college. The hours fly by as we belt out tunes in whatever non-existent key our voices register in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush trees and spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer. It feels good to be back out here. Real good. Give me a sec. We park our car at the entrance to a familiar trail and load up our gear on our backs. I'm thankful that I've been working on my health over the past few weeks, otherwise I'd be dreading all the hiking that's about to happen. Craig looked intently at his phone. Everything alright? Yep, just had to fire off one last work email. Craig pockets the phone and we start off the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all the rubber sprints. I look around me and take in all the tall trees and animal troops. Everything okay back there? There's no reception out here. Hell yeah. Being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize the look of anxiety on Craig's face. But what if there's a problem? Look, Craig, we all know that if you really wanted to, you can flex your calf muscles and fly out here like a rocket ship all the way back to Maker Bay. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. This is our weekend. We keep marching down the trail, but it seems like Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his tracks. Maybe we should go back. We could find another campground that gets good cell phone reception. Craig, seriously, what's wrong? I mean, I'm just really nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in, and my mind keeps conjuring up all sorts of worst-case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls? I don't have a signal. I would have no way of knowing. Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away, no matter how old your kids are. You just gotta remind yourself that they're in good hands. Craig doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch on the shoulder. Try to remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from it all, and just focus on ourselves for this little trip. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. Craig looks me directly in the eyes. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. We're gonna have some fun this weekend. Crick and I get back to marching. It's not too long of a hike before we get to the campsite, and we're both glad to see that we're the only people here. I can't believe you still have this tent. Found it in my attic, and I already checked it for holes. It's seen better days for sure, but I think we'll be able to survive. I dumped a bag of fabric and poles onto the ground. We unfold the tent in the desired spot. I hand Craig the stakes. Whoa, I'm not the one that grills. We still know how to do this, right? Of course we do. We do not. Let me take a sip of water real quick. After 20 minutes of struggling like people in a bad infomercial, we somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if you asked somebody to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. I wouldn't put this up against the storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for the night. We set out a couple of chairs and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork. Hey! Bro, look at us go! Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews, for we hold dominion over this land. Verily, verily, and look at our camping chairs, which we are going to sit on. So what's next on the camp extravaganza docket? Well, now that we have the shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little bit up the way that I'm sure we could hike to. Let's get hiking. Rick and I venture into the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat and admire the wildlife. Craig reaches out an arm and stops me. Dude! Does that look like what I think it looks like? I look over where he's spotting. Oh my god, it does. That tree looks like a butt. Is there a butt tree? There is unfortunately a butt tree in the background. I can't get over how detailed it is. I examined the butt tree further. The contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. I thought we were going to have a great time camping, but this makes it even better. Hold on. Craig holds back this snicker. I aspire to have every hike be as good as this one. God. Okay. I'm snickering now too. That's me. Let us analyze this tree further. Okay. Greg and I share a huge belly laugh at our awful jokes. The best thing about this is that there's no daughters here to tell us our jokes are bad. We high-five. Craig and I hit the trails again. It's been a long time since we've been out here, but everything seems more or less familiar. We point out old landmarks that we remember back from our college days. I think we're getting close now. Check it out! There's a clearing up ahead. As we get closer, I can hear water running. Cresting over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us is a beautiful waterfall spilling into a large body of water that runs into a river. Mouths agape with the genuine beauty of the place, we go to investigate. The old waterfall. Hey! It's gorgeous! Nature is so rad, so rad. Peering further, we get an idea of how deep the pool is. Think we could jump off of it like the old days? This little dad is happy here on dry land. Looks like we could climb right over there. We didn't even bring swimming trunks. What are you talking about? Craig immediately begins taking his clothes off. Oh my, Craig. Good lord. You know what? When the game does it, these are my favorite kind of jump scares. Look at Craig's book. Look at Craig's butt. Or totally. A moral dilemma. God. I mean, I gotta look at Craig's butt. I can't help but think a peek. That is a good butt. Craig turns around suddenly. He catches me looking. I do a lot of glute workouts. Let's go. I immediately turn away, blushing. You coming or what? Who said I didn't come already? Oh, I don't know about this, dude. He's already making his way over the waterfall. By the time I finish my sentence, when he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes. We lived together for years, and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's no big deal. Let's put on a show. That's showbiz, baby. If the clothes are coming off, then it's someone's birthday. Craig gives me a wolf whistle. Gives me the wolf whistle. I don't know what that is. I turn and give my booty a good spank. Yo! That one's for you, big boy. Yo! I take my shirt off and drop it in a pile with Craig's clothes. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. Craig and I climb up to the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks. He reaches the peak before I do, and offers me a hand getting up. At the top, we look over the cliff and into the tiny lake. It seems so much higher from this perspective. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college that I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing on the sidelines, watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks me in the eyes.
Nice.
Don't think, just jump. Craig cannonballs off the waterfall and into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment before he finally surfaces from under this water. Whoa! Or woo! Woo! He treads water and looks at me. You coming or what? Don't think, just jump. How are you supposed to not just think? How are you supposed to just not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. My toes grip the edge of the rock. The water looks so far away. Don't think, just... I run off the edge, trying to do my best cannonball. Somewhere in the middle, it turns into a really graceful belly flop. I hit the water with a loud slap. I resurface to find Craig giggling. I rate that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form is lacking, but your heart was in the right place. I playfully splash the water at Craig. Are you sure about that? I splash him again. You've given me no choice. Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave of water. You've awakened the beast. That's what I call my cock. He launches another wave of water at me. Don't you put me in the corner here. Don't put a wild animal in the corner. Squirt water at him with your hands. Hammer fist. Dunk him. Hammer fist! With the force of thunder, I bring my fist down into water, creating a tidal wave that drenches Craig. Good one. But I think I could do better. Craig answers back with his own tidal wave. It's big enough to launch me back, so he's so strong. Craig, truce, please. Craig thinks about it. Yeah, sure. We shake hands. There is peace. Man, that jump was such an adrenaline rush. That's so scary now, huh? I race to the top. Run on all the way up the slick rocks and cannonball off the waterfall again. What a rush. Good form on that one. Want to go again? You know it. With the same energy we had in our youth, we climb back at the top of the waterfall. I'm brave enough to try a flip, which I'm sure looks incredibly graceful, as I belly flop into the water. Phew, man, this is fun. Got one more in you? I live for danger. It takes a little more time, but we get to the waterfall and both do our... What was that? And both do our best running jumps into the water below. Alright, I think that's my limit. We should get going back before it gets too dark. Are you kidding? I've never felt more alive. Alright, bro, you sure? It's my time to jump. I skirt up the rocks one more time and do another classic cannonball. Wow, this is so fun. I'm getting kind of cold. Want to go back to camping now? Okay, so here's the thing, guys. I know there's a way to die in this game. I think I just have to keep jumping. But I also don't want to ruin my date with Craig. One more time. Go on without me. I have at least 20 more jumps in me. Okay. Dude, I'll, see you back in there. Craig gets up and leave. Maybe I should have after him. There's nothing but the waterfall. Finally, some peace and quiet so I can work on my form. I scrambled the rocks again. Man, the adrenaline was wearing off, I guess. By the time I get to the top, I'm gasping for air. Here goes nothing. I take a running start from my biggest jump yet, but as I get to the edge, I trip, stumbling off the cliff and onto the rocks below. As my broken body slips into the water, I look down to see a pool of red forming around me. I don't have long, just long enough to be alone with my thoughts. Why? Why did I push oh wow, this is not as fun as I thought it would be. Why did I push myself beyond my physical limits? Why did I let the search for adrenaline overrule my sensibilities? Why didn't I use the buddy system? Goodbye, cruel world. I can see that my chances at love were dashed much the same as my poor body was dashed upon these rocks of this waterfall. Oh, that got sad. You water fell to your death. Well, at least I got a good pun out of it. Wow, that was a sad way to die. Okay. Okay, it takes me back. Good form on that one. Wanna go again? I'm pretty tired. Okay. Okay, cool. It just resets me. We should probably head back. Okay, cool. It just resets me. I'm glad I don't have to start the whole date over. We go to our clothes and back. We go to put our clothes back on and notice that they're soaking wet. Maybe a splash fight wasn't the best idea. It's okay. We'll get a fire going in no time. We could dry off and get some dinner going. Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for dinner. Craig pulls out a couple of steaks and chopped potatoes in a tin foil. You ready for a feast? Hey man, take a seat. The Craig train is pulling into the relaxation station, and I'm your conductor. Let me cook for you. Absolutely not. Cooking is the thing that relaxes me most. I'll take it from here. Craig cooks now? I remember how his entire sophomore year diet consisted of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved and have trouble believing the thing he just said. Okay, that's just a weird sentence. I remember how his entire sophomore year consisted of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved. And I have trouble believing that the thing he just said. At least let me start the fire. Sure, let me just grab my matches. Craig reaches into his backpack. He rummages around his bag, pulling things out and checking every pocket. Oh. I know I packed it. Craig checks another bag and still can't find it. My stomach rumbles and now I'm more acutely aware how cold and wet I am. We really need to get a fire started. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. Gosh, I'm so stupid. I could have sworn I packed it. I'm sorry, dude. Don't be. We can figure this out. We can start a fire. We're smart guys. I mean, how hard could it be? I've watched plenty of survival programs on TV. If a naked reality TV star can do it, so can we. We'll need some good wood. I gesture to the trees around us.
Oh, man.
There's no shortage of that. And some tinder. We can make that work. And then I think some ancient aliens are then supposed to come by and give us advanced technology, or renovate our house. Depends on the show. Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark, and moss until we have all of the materials that could conceptually make a passable-looking campfire. Just add fire, right? That's the fun part. The sun is just now setting and a cool breeze rustles the leaves of the trees around us. We have to work quick. I've done this in the past. I know I can figure it out. Just give me a second. Anyway, I can help. Give me some moral support. Lift my spirits and we'll make this fire happen. Never knew a better Craig. In all my days, I can confidently say that I have never known a Craig to be a better friend, father, or fire maker. Actually, now that I think about it, I knew a guy named Craig in high school who ended up getting a job as a professional pyrotechnics operator, and I suppose he must have been pretty good at starting fire. But I bet you're even better than that guy. Bro. Let's reload.
Nice. I don't know.
Yeah, let's see. You can do it. You can do it. Clear eyes. Full heart. Can't, not make that fire. You can make that fire, Craig. That's the stuff. Eventually, Craig is miraculously able to get something going. He blows on the embers and gently places the glowing moss into the base of the fire pit. Soon enough, we have a nice little fire going. Way to go, man. Wait, that's me. Way to go, man. We're regular old outdoorsy fellas. Hooray for not dying. I take a seat in one of the lawn chairs Craig brought and cozy up to the fire, warming up my hands. Relax, man. Take it easy. Let me handle the dinner. I watch as Craig strokes the fire and sets up a makeshift grill for the steaks. After all the hiking and swimming and fire starting, I'm able to relax a bit with the sound of crickets and the scent of steak filling the air. I actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly sears 2 steaks in the pan, and he's been heating up on the fire, cracking thyme and crushed ginger over it while blasting them both in butter. Well, probably basting them both in butter. Wow, I didn't know he was actually good at cooking. The fastest I ever saw him get in college was when he started sprinkling the seasoning packet onto dry ramen and eating it straight up. When did this happen? You used to eat cereal every morning with beer instead of milk. I grew up, I guess. I think these are just about ready. Craig puts the steaks onto a paper plate and sets them aside. I start to reach for one, but Craig smacks my hand away. Dude, let them rest. It'll be more flavorful that way. I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks longingly from a distance. They smell incredible. Greg prepares a side salad for us in the meantime, sprinkling feta cheese onto a freshly chopped greens. He plates it next to a generous pile of roasted potatoes, covered in olive oil and rosemary. Once it's all ready, we sit down by the fire and dig in. Everything tastes okay? I'm in heaven.
Oh.
That's what I like to hear. Remember how for an entire semester we could eat burritos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Oh.
It's so hard to not go back to that. Look at you now, man. You have kids, a great job, and now you cook like a vengeful wizard whose arch nemesis is microwavable food. I'm really impressed with how much you've gotten your life together. Craig laughs, but there's no humor in it. I'm glad you think that. I glare at Craig as he picks this out. He really grew out of his baby face, but there's something about his expression that makes him seem so much older than he is. Sense of maturity he didn't have in college. He looks exhausted. You okay? Yeah. Come on, dude. I've known you for a long time to see when you're down.
Oh, man.
I'm tired, bro. I think being out here is making me realize just how drained I feel. You work really hard, Craig. It can't be easy.
Oh.
I have to, for my girls. I volunteer at their school, I cook healthy meals for them, I do everything I can to make sure they're safe and happy. And when they're with their mom, I'm always working overtime so I can support them. And then you work out a lot so you can crush anyone who stands in their way?
Oh.
That, and I don't want to fall into my old habits. I need to set a good example for my girls. Everything I do is for them, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But it seems like it's bleeding you dry. If that's what it takes to raise them well, then it's worth it. Craig, buddy, I know where you're coming from here, but you gotta take care of yourself, too.
Hey!
I do, though. I eat right and exercise, and that's not what I mean. You're too little butter on too much toast, you know?
Hey!
What? You're spreading yourself too thin. Life needs balance. It's great that you care this much about your kids, but you can't neglect your own needs because you're too busy taking care of everyone else's. You matter too.
I don't know.
It's just, I know I can provide for my family. And if I take a step back and look at everything objectively, I know I'm doing right by them.
I don't know.
But I can't explain it, man. There's always that voice in the back of my head telling me that I need to do more. It's like it's never enough for me. Every time I try to relax, that voice keeps telling me I don't deserve it. To be honest, I feel guilty about being out here. Craig, you're trying your best and you're doing an amazing job. That's a fact. But even if you weren't, you would still deserve happiness.
Oh.
Do I though? Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, or hell yeah, bro. I like a hell yeah, bro. I like a crack and think about what a good friend and even better father he is. He's compassionate, he's hardworking, he's relentlessly positive. He encourages everyone to be the best version of themselves. He makes me want to be a better person. If you can only see yourself the way I see you.
Oh.
Craig beams. He gets up and walks over to his supplies.
Oh.
Come on, I brought dessert. Oh, are you gonna use the campfire to torch the tops of some creme brulees?
Oh.
What? I know little to nothing about cooking. Craig pulls out marshmallows.
Nice.
Well, you still know how to make s'mores, right? I think the more important question is, do you know how to make s'mores? As I recall, you used to just completely blacken the marshmallows.
Oh.
Oh, I stand by that. It's charred on the outside, but the gooey center is preserved. Brutish. Craig throws a marshmallow at me, I catch it in my mouth.
Oh.
Pro move. We used to be able to do that in great distance. A great distance against wind disadvantage. Give me a week to practice, and I'll be competitive again. Greg and I sit in the warm glow of a campfire, watching embers float up towards the sky. The stars are so much brighter out here. Yeah. I miss this, Jonathan. Me too. We stare at him until it gets late, half remembering stories from college. We watch as the fire dies and eventually clamber into the tent. We crawl into the tent and I unfurl my sleeping bag. Wait, where's the other sleeping bag? I look around for a second. Oh. Oh no, I must have left it at home. It's all yours, dude. I'm sorry. I'll just curl up over here.
Huh?
No way, here. Craig unzips the sleeping bag, spreads it out so there's enough. God, this is such fucking fanfiction bullshit. Craig unzips the sleeping bag and spreads it out so there's enough room for both of us to lay on top of it. Night, bro. Good night, bro. I'm over and we face away from each other without a blanket. It's really cold. I shiver, and without realizing it, I find myself nestling closer to Craig. I'm sure he won't mind. He turns over and I can feel his breath on my neck. It's hard to focus on anything else. I turn over, trying to get more comfortable. I open my eyes to find Craig's face only a few inches from my own. For once, he looks at peace. His eyes flutter open. His hand finds a place on my waist. I'm not sure who leans in first, but suddenly, we're kissing. We look at each other again, my heart racing. Craig.
Oh, man.
I got strong feelings for you, bro. I don't know why that's funny. Just following that up with bro. I got strong feelings for you, bro. Feelings I can't deny anymore. Bro. Me too. You know what it is? It reminds me of those, memes of like, hey bro, close your eyes. Bro too, close his eyes. That's my world without you, bro. Bro. I think that's what it makes me think of. Bro, me too. I run my hand through his hair and then down to his chest. Craig brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. I feel so secure. You know, talking about old times is fun, but I like making new memories with you. I smile, tracing the lines of his hips with my finger. We kiss again. I'm not worried about us getting too cold tonight. Let's go. What a fun, wholesome night.
That was a gold medal performance for sure.
Okay, this is my first S tier date 3. Keg stand champion. Let's fucking go. Okay. Don't skip the corners. Alright, I know the beginning of like the end is always the same, but, and I read it yesterday, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it again today, just cause, you know, first start. Ooh, I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. Excuse me, I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Jonathan, be cool. Oh, shit. Amanda walks to the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Hold on. Yeah, shit, it's doing the thing. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. Well, you asked me questions. Who do you think you are? My daughter? For literally my entire life, yes. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table, where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Dad, yeah... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way! I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it would be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Trackers. This is all 19 seasons. And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. Ooh, What? You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider us your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. All of your friends. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you.
Hey!
Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is, fully customizable, down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind with the crunchies in the middle.
Yeah!
I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Anna smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese, let's fucking go. Okay. Jonathan, my dude. Pablo, how's the shirt business going? My bud, I got men's shirts, I got women's shirts, I got tank tops in a variety of sizes, shapes, and colors. Each one of them, fine quality, screen printed with the logo and visage of world-renowned Witch House outfit, Vacant Veil. Purchasable at most respectable retailers, but more specifically, out of the trunk of my car. Controller died. One sec. More specifically, out of the trunk. Okay, sorry gamers. Out of the trunk of my car. I'm also selling my I am also selling my mom's world famous homemade apple butter. Never stop hustling, Pablo. Baby, you got it. Jonathan. Brian, you made it. Yeah, I don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad?
Oh.
Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you, don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Sure thing, pal. Say, let me know if you ever want to head out on the lake. I'd be happy to pull you out of the drink again. Deep breaths. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See? See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thanks so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Looks like you settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year, and I'm sure the kids would love to see your dance moves again. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you're not doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph, that'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate full of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Jonathan. Oh wait. Beautiful cheddar to mac ratio. Good work, Jonathan. Thanks, Hugo. I learned from the best. Now I've got a pocket full of gift cards that say you already knew a thing or two. Let's get together for trivia night again sometime soon, eh? You know it. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey! Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great things at old school. Excuse me. Haha, yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. You're right, go forth, adults. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want, and there's nothing you could do about it. Are you still mad about the time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Oh.
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place. So, she'll fit into college just fine. Hey. Hey.
Oh?
Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table.
Hmm?
Good stuff. Yep.
Hmm?
See you later.
Oh.
Hey, man. Matt. Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a batch of right said banana bread ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. Have you gotten that oregano smell out of your upholstery yet? Still working on it.
Oh.
What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. I stare at Lucien. He knows, I know, but I am a man of my word. The story of his oregano betrayal will go unsung. Excuse me. Thanks for coming by. Hey, it looks like Amanda's hanging out with Briar and Hazel. Let's see what they're up to.
Hey.
Okay, Briar, think of a shape. Hazel, what's she thinking? Square. Briar? Star. We'll get it next time. Amanda leans in close to Briar and Hazel, lowering her voice. Listen, you guys can be real with me. If you're downplaying your psychic abilities, I want you to know that you can trust me. Heck, even think of me as the third twin. Amanda, that's a triplet. You know, Dad, by the time I'm done with these kids, we're gonna be finishing each other's... What? You didn't finish... You didn't finish your sentence! What are we going to be finishing each other's?
We got this.
Sentences! See? They're twins!
Nah.
I have to go. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on a back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but, oh god, growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry, don't cry. I swear to God, Jonathan, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. I am crying. You know, I know I read this yesterday, but it still gets me. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time. Amanda hands me a tiny wrap package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking. All of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we need at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. You know what I found out, too? Apparently there's a bad ending you could get for Amanda. Apparently, I think I got the best ending for Amanda, and that makes me really happy. I was a good dad, and that makes me happy. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right?
Aww.
I'm gonna break so much stuff, intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over to see the backyard, where Craig is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream.
Pew.
Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. I take a seat next to Craig as the last guest makes their way out of the party.
Oh.
Bro,
Huh?
this reminds me of the parties we used to throw. Fewer cake stands, of course. Probably for the best. I don't want to get my hip replaced after a party trick goes wrong.
Oh.
We can leave cake stands in the past.
Oh.
I'm taking this weekend to relax. This party was my first stop out of the express train from the relaxation station. Next stop is Napville. Pull into the Jonathan Concourse. I'd like to book a ticket to Napville as well.
Oh.
I might have to meet you halfway at eating food directly off your own stomach. Good lord! Holy fuck! I might have to meet you halfway at eating food directly off of your own stomach town. Oh, your own stomach. Okay. We both giggle, but man, do I want to just pour some chips on my belly while I hang out in a hammock. That does sound pretty chill. Craig, I'm glad you're making time for yourself.
Oh.
Me too. Stress is a funny thing, dude. I didn't realize how overworked I was until we got away from the city. It's honestly just as destructive as binge drinking every night and eating burritos off of the floor. I guess we need to get out of the city more often then.
Oh.
Craig kicks his legs over the side of the bench and leans in onto me, laying down on my lap. I run my fingers through his hair. You're looking for balance. I admire that. I'm trying to not feel guilty about doing things for myself. It's a process.
Oh.
And it's gonna take me some time to figure it out. I might need your help, bro. Craig, I'll be your bro till the day I die. And if being your bro means forcing you to take care of yourself, then I'll happily oblige. Craig looks up at me, smiling.
Oh.
Bro,
Oh.
that means so much to me. Craig sits up and pulls me into a kiss. Bro. We both laugh.
Oh.
You and me, we're gonna be alright. What a romantic date. Shout out to Leighton and Burton. Love them. Love those guys. Shout out to Aaron Hansen and Tyler. Brent. Jory. Love Jory. Love you, Greg. Eric. Okay. Chris. Brian. Yep. Quizmaster. Robert. Dan. Susie was Val. Okay, that's who Susie was. Okay. Get whatever job you want. Just make sure it includes health insurance. True. Probably. Okay. So we have pet every dog. True. True. I would love to pet every dog to ever exist. Okay. So we have Robert, Brian, Joseph, Craig down. Now, who is next? Let's do Hugo next.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay. Hugo. Alright. You know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. Alright. Save and continue. Please remember to call us once in a while. Oh, it hasn't been that long in this room, probably, right? Wow, it's been an hour on one date. Maybe I won't get through them all today. Ever since the first night, charcuterie pies. I like that. Duke and I made a point of weekly visits to trivia night. Easy Breezy Beautiful has come in first place ever since, despite Provolone 2 lost in New York's continual efforts to dethrone us. I've been able to do a complete overhaul of the interior of my car thanks to all of the Phil's Auto Care gift cards we've received. Air fresheners, car charges, you name it. Man is riding in a lap of luxury. Aside from touring nights, I don't actually get to see Hugo a lot. The end of the school year is coming up and he seems to be having a lot of trouble dealing with the stress of teaching. I should do something nice for him. Maybe help him take his mind off of screaming teenagers. Books? He likes books, but I would have no idea where to even start with that. He probably reads more books in a month than I've read in the past year. I know he's into wrestling, but he's been reluctant to talk about it since he showed me his wrestling room. I know he's kind of shy about it, but maybe. Whatever, let's roll the dice. I think I have a plan. Oh, we're going to see a wrestling match?
Hey, folks. Hey, alright, folks. Looks like we finally had the points tallied, and we're ready to announce our winner. You know who else is a winner? Me, because I finally see just how beautiful and loving my wife is.
Yo! Quizmaster Quinn gets character development? Let's go. Good for Quizmaster Quinn. A few weeks ago, all the regulars staged an intervention for Quizmaster Quinn. Oh, we sat down in a circle and told him that we wanted to see him be better and love himself. He agreed to start going to couples therapy with his wife, and last time he told us that they adopted a dog together. Yo, good for Quizmaster Quinn.
I love you forever, my Quizmaster Queen.
I can't tell which version of Quizmaster Quinn I prefer.
There were things to like and dislike about both, huh? And the winner is, for the fourth week in a row, Easy Breezy Beautiful.
Hugo and I cheers our small slices of camembert, and I go to accept our gift card, along with an uncomfortably long hug from Quizmaster Quinn.
May Easy Breezy Beautiful reign be as long and wonderful as my marriage to my beautiful wife.
We make our celebratory round of high fives to the rest of the teams and sit down to finish our cheese board, savoring each last bit of burrata and pesto and slices of tomato. Hey, I got a surprise for you.
Oh.
For me?
For me? Wait, no, which voice is it? For me?
Yes, and for once, it isn't more cheese.
Well, if you think you can somehow top that, be my guest.
I pull out a book that I've been carefully hiding in one of my pockets and slide it over to Hugo.
Oh.
Hugo picks up the book and reads the title aloud.
Harry Butts, Crapper Keeper.
I wanted to get you a book, but I figured you probably already own every classical piece of literature, so I thought this would be fun. For when you're pooping. Hugo laughs. You should flip through it. Hugo looks at me and raises an eyebrow. After flipping through a couple of pages, he finally comes across a small gift I strategically hid inside.
You're kidding me.
Hugo looks around, worried that he made a scene. He leans in.
You're kidding me.
Hugo pulls out the wrestling tickets I hid inside of the Crapper Keeper.
This is to the World Federation of Wrestling's Power Slam Series.
You've been working so hard lately, I thought you'd like them.
Like them? Oh, I love this. Thank you. But wait, there's two.
Yeah, I figured we could go together.
Sweet man,
You'd go with me?
Heck yeah. I need you to explain the finer points of wrestling to me, though. Hugo gets up and walks around the table and effortlessly picks me up in a big bear hug. Has he been this strong this whole time?
Hey!
Thank you.
I let out a little squeak to sort of say, you're welcome. Yo! It's the night of the Power Slam. Hugo shows up at my doorstep in a loud, oversized wrestling tee. He's a little blushy and extremely cute. Aw. We drive about an hour to another city in the big event. Hugo spends the entire ride teaching me the basics of wrestling and terminology I need to know. I miss wrestling, dude. So, it's fake, right?
Well, yes and no. Where wrestling in the act of hurting another wrestler is fake, the work requires remarkable athleticism and oftentimes results in actual injury. Those people are getting hurt, sure, but not in the way we're led to believe. Historically, wrestling we know it today was created by carnival workers to fix gambling, and people who actually believed it to be real and would be bet on those matches were called marks.
I'm pretty sure I read all that wrong.
that we know. Crikey. That it's technically fake, but still choose to suspend our disbelief makes us smarks. Smart marks.
So, I should be watching this for the acrobatics?
Oh.
And the tension. And the drama. And even the storylines. I think that anything or anyone can tell a good story. You just have to look for the story, even something like what we're about to experience with tell a phenomenal, sometimes understated story despite a ridiculous premise.
Wow.
What? What?
I just really wouldn't have pegged you for a huge wrestling fan.
Nobody does. I get it. I'm the button-down teacher type. I like poetry and art history. I write dissertations on heavy tomes by Russian authors for fun. But I like wrestling. It's a big part of who I am because it's considered kind of lowbrow. I feel like I can't share it with anybody because they'll just make fun of me.
Till now. Hugo smiles to himself.
Till now.
Oh. Hugo trusts me, and I'm happy he does. Okay, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Hugo and I enter the stadium and are directed to the upper level. After grabbing some snacks, we make our way up the set of stairs. The further up we go, the more my heart sinks. I had thought we had gotten good seats, but by this point, the ring looks like a postage stamp. We finally settle into our spots and wait for the match to start. I'm sorry. I thought I got us tickets on the lower level. I look over to Hugo, who apparently didn't even hear me. He's vibrating with excitement.
Yes.
This is so cool.
I guess he doesn't mind.
I have to admit, I've been too embarrassed to come to one of these since I was a kid.
What's there to be embarrassed about? Everyone here loves wrestling. Plus, who are we even gonna see? Who are we even gonna see that we know? We're like an hour out of Maple Bay.
Oh.
I guess you're right.
So what do we do? What do we have to look forward to tonight?
Hey.
Oh man, the lineup is stacked. All the matches are gonna be great, but the one I'm really looking forward to is the Easter Dragons match.
The Easter Dragon?
Yeah, he used to wrestle as Pablo Escobar, but I guess he eventually had to change it. Wrestling names are weird. He's actually an Iranian guy from Utah.
I just imagine that's how Australians say Utah. Also, dude, wrestlers are hilarious. I will never forget Mr. Ass in the days, I think it was WWF still. Obviously, I wasn't around for that. But once I learned about Mr. Ass, big fan of Mr. Ass. I think he eventually became Mankind, but I could be wrong. And then he had a match with The Rock, the Kiss My Ass match, to which I believe he kissed The Rock's ass. Shouts to Mr. Ass. Also, Kane, the wrestler Kane, is a mayor in Knoxville, I believe. Fun facts for you. Fun wrestling facts. I just gotta keep going. Oh, so that's what your shirt's from.
Yep, I've been following the guy since his debut in an indie wrestling league, and it's been amazing to see him rise through the ranks and into the professionals.
Who's he up against?
The Corporate Shield. Technique-wise, I don't think he's that good of a wrestler, and I don't even think the fans like him. Certainly an interesting character, though.
Oh.
The stadium lights dim and the crowd starts screaming. Butt rock blasts through the sound system, and some pyrotechnics set off around the ring. Dude, you gotta love butt rocks. Ladies and gentlemen of the sold-out crowd in Mill Creek, Massachusetts, who's ready to power slam? Hugo and I scream. We watch two wrestlers, the Southern Dandy and Johnny Snowman, walk out to even more butt rock. The Southern Dandy mixes and drinks a mint julep in the ring before the match. The crowd eats it up.
The Southern Dandy's from Maine.
Is Johnny Snowman not from the North Pole?
He's from Georgia, actually.
After a long match, Johnny Snowman, who's dressed up like a muscular elf, does what Hugo calls a German suplex on the Southern Dandy. Kill him, Johnny. Elbow the heck out of him, Johnny! Show that Southern Dandy some North Pole manners! Johnny Snowman does indeed elbow the heck out of him. That's gonna hurt. Oh god, is he okay?
Wrestling is a sport of communication. All these guys train together all these guys train together to know not only how to perform moves, but how to respond to them. It allows them to look like they're being hurt, but only be kind of hurt.
The crowd cheers as Johnny Snowman pins the Southern Dandy and is announced as the winner. Let's go! The next match features a wrestler named Generation Y2K who comes out looking like a hipster barista. He takes selfies with fans on the way up to the ring and pauses after everyone to post it onto Instagram. He's really playing up the millennial thing, huh?
He's sort of the boogeyman to old-timer wrestling fans.
God, I forgot about the boogeyman. That dude made people eat worms on live television. His opponent, the old-timer, walks out. Oh. The crowd seems to be divided into who they're rooting for. The old-timer pulls some pretty sweet moves after he takes out a walking cane from under the stage and beats Generation Y2K over the head with it. Up against the ropes, Generation Y2K builds the old-timer with the flash of his camera phone and is able to pin him down to win the match. He takes a celebratory selfie with his unconscious opponent. That's fun. During the break, Hugo and I leave to get refills from the concession stand. We wind our way through the clusters of wrestling fans to get to the line.
So, what do you think so far?
It's actually really cool. It's amazing. Why didn't I get into wrestling sooner? You know, I'm kind of surprised. I was sort of expecting the crowd to be just a bunch of aggressive, sweaty older guys, but it's so diverse. I've even seen a bunch of families with their kids. Everyone looks super happy to be here.
Oh. Hell yeah. That's how I got into wrestling. When I was a kid, my dad used to take me and my brothers to watch all kind matches all the time. We used to watch two kangaroos go at it. Couple of dingoes, too. I'm saying Australian things because that's the voice I decided to give him.
There's one gaggle of kids luring in the corner that are exceptionally loud. Even over the din of the stadium, looking closer, I can't help but feel like these kids seem familiar. Oh god, I know these kids. They're Hugo students. So don't turn around when I tell you this, but some of your students are here. Hugo immediately tenses up.
Oh my god, I can't let them see me here. They'll never listen to me ever again.
I position myself between the kids and Hugo, hoping that I can act as a human shield. I glance over the group of children again, and I recognize that Colin kid. He kicks one of his friends in the shins and laughs. Man, that Colin kid is a piece of work.
Colin, if he sees me here, he'll never let it go. He's a master manipulator. Man, am I right?
We have to go back to the relative safety of our seats.
What's the plan?
Create a diversion. This is a sneaking mission or create a diversion. Or just walk back to our seats. I feel like create a diversion will just cause them to look at us. Sneaking vision. Create a diversion. I turn to Hugo. Hugo, I'm going to draw their attention. While they're busy watching me, run back to the seats and I'll meet you there, okay?
Don't get hurt out there.
As Hugo begins to leave, I turn around and Pavo starts stomping around, raising my arms as if I were trying to frighten off a bear. Hey, everybody, look at me! I'm a big old wrestling fan who came all the way from Maple Bay to see this event. I wasn't that big of a wrestling fan to begin with, but in the time that I've known it, I've come to find it's very endearing. I really enjoy watching those very oily boys get into the fisticuffs. And I hope that you are having a pleasant evening watching them as well. It's working. All the people near the concession stands have stopped to look at me. I feel my social anxiety hitting peak levels. There's only a finite amount of time I can keep distracting people. Quick, think of something. Do a cartwheel, run away, just scream. Is this another way I die? I summon every last piece of athleticism from my body and go for a full cartwheel with a running start. I immediately fall over, laying straight on the cold floor of the stadium. While people run up and ask if I'm okay, I spot Hugo darting through the doors back to our seats. Mission accomplished. Hugo and I sit down to breathe a huge sigh of relief.
Yeah, that was close.
Now we can hide out for the rest of the night and enjoy ourselves in the comfort of anonymity within a large crowd. The lights dim again.
Yes.
This is the match we've been waiting for.
Corporate Shield walks out to the elevator music. He's wearing a three-piece suit and sunglasses. Once he gets to the ring, he takes off his sunglasses and rips the sleeves off his suit jacket, flexing his arms to the crowd. Oh yeah, Vince McMahon for sure. One of the people from his entourage produces a graph chart and sets it up in the center of the ring. The Corporate Shield grabs a microphone.
I got a message for the Eastern Dragon. If you'll refer to the graph in the center of the ring, you'll see a quarterly projection of just how much I'm about to kick your ass. Holy fuck.
How did the Macho Man do that voice for fucking years? The crowd erupts. Give me a sec.
Now, if you'll direct your attention to the Jumbotron.
We all look up at the PowerPoint presentation titled Kicking the Eastern Dragon's Ass. Key Performance Indicators. The Corporate Shield takes a laser pointer and gives a lengthy presentation on just how and why he'll defeat the Eastern Dragon. He showcases several well-utilized clip art graphics. That was informative. Lights dim again and the pan flute music plays. I think it's the pan flute. I'm actually not sure if I know what a pan flute sounds like. The Eastern Dragon walks out to cheers from the crowd. Aren't pan flutes a Central American thing? Hugo shrugs.
Oh.
Wrestling. True. The Eastern Dragon stands outside the ring and grabs a microphone. Oh god. Corporate Shield, it's nice to see you again. I really probably should have reversed the voices. Corporate Shield, it's nice to see you again. I'm giving him a Western. I don't fucking know what voice I'm giving him. More cheers from the crowd. I'm just giving them the same voice. That was a good presentation. The clip art was a very nice touch. I'm breaking into Southern. What fucking voice do I give them? Pablo fucking... That was a good presentation. The clip art was a very nice touch. He points to the Corporate Shield menacingly. I'm looking forward to a nice and exciting match. The crowd doesn't really know what to do here.
He's not the best at trash talk, but I promise he's one of the most talented wrestlers you'll ever see.
Okay, cool. Glad I didn't have to do voices for that much longer. I can't do wrestling. I don't know what voices do for wrestling. I probably should have worked off the Pablo thing earlier, but oh well. The match starts and it's just as exciting as Hugo had hyped it up to be. The Eastern Dragon performs some ridiculous aerial stunts that make me concerned for his safety. He does what Hugo calls a moonsault from the top rope onto the Corporate Shield. There in the stadium is electric as the two athletes lock arms and try to demolish one another. I can't help but get into it. The Corporate Shield pile drives the Eastern Dragon, who looks passed out in the center of the ring. He climbs up to the top rope and motions to the cheering crowd.
Oh no, he's about to do his finishing move, the corporate ladder.
The Corporate Shield poses at the top of the ropes. The Eastern Dragon still isn't moving. Could this be the end of his young career? Get up, Eastern Dragon. You have to get up.
You can do it, Eastern Dragon.
The Corporate Shield launches off the top rope in a huge arc. He brings his elbow down on the Eastern Dragon with the full force of a Fortune 500 company putting local vendors out of business. What happened? The Corporate Shield pins the Eastern Dragon and the match ends. No! Hugo sinks into his chair.
Man, he should have won that.
I sit down with Hugo. What a match. It was amazing. I think I'm a fan of wrestling now. Hugo looks over to me and our eyes catch. I'm glad. The event goes on and we have a little downtime before the next match. We decide to just relax in our seats to avoid the middle schoolers. It's unlikely they would ever notice us in the upper level nosebleeds. I look up at the Jumbotron. Oh hey, they're doing the kiss cam thing. Oh no. Oh no. It zooms in on a bunch of cute couples who all do a quick smooch to raucous cheers from the crowd. Aw, that's so nice. And then it zooms in on Hugo and I. What? What? What do I do here? I look over here though, see the same mortified expression on his face. The entire crowd is chanting and neither of us know what to do. Give the crowd what they want, protect Hugo's identity, try to ignore it. You know what? We play for the crowd. I saw anyone awkwardly tilting my head. Cheers from the crowd erupted all around me. I look back up to the drummer sign and see a couple behind us making out with full force. Oh. Hugo and I turn beet red and slink back into our chairs.
So much for laying low, I guess.
The rest of the match, thankfully, goes off without incident. Hugo and I eventually laugh off the kiss cam and get back into the wrestling. That's showbiz, baby. God, can you imagine, do wrestlings do kiss cams? I don't know. I've been to like one or two matches in my life. They were fun. I don't remember a kiss cam though. What was I saying? When they do kiss cams, do they do like LGBT couples now? I don't know. I mainly see the straights. Oh no, who knows? After the show ends, he convinces me to hang back and let the rest of the crowd exit so that we wouldn't risk running into Colin and his awful group of friends. By the time Hugo and I walk to the car, most of the wrestling fans have cleared out. The parking lot is surprisingly empty, save for a beat-up car parked a few spots down from us. We rarely keep an eye out for any stray middle schoolers as we hang out by my car. Man, that was an experience.
Right? It's one thing to watch it on TV, but to be there in person, it's just wow. Thank you again. I would have never gone to experience this if it weren't for you.
It's just me and Hugo in front of the car. It's in an empty parking lot. I look down. Kind of funny about the kiss cam, huh?
Yeah, it was super funny.
But neither of us are smiling. We look at each other's eyes and I could feel warmth radiating from my cheeks. We stare at each other for just a little bit too long. Hey, cool shirt. I turn around and see a guy.
Who's this handsome man?
I turn around. Don't tell me this is Pablo Escobar. I turn around and see a guy in a hoodie and basketball shorts walking up to us. A duffel bag slung over his shoulder. I have a feeling it is. I haven't seen one of those in years.
What? Oh my god, yeah. I got it from a trade with this guy from streetsmarks.net.
I love that website. Someone always posts these awesome, super detailed breakdowns of matches in the indie circuit. Have you seen those? The name's like, something...
J.D. Slaminger?
Yeah, that's him.
Those are my write-ups.
You're J.D. Slaminger? You're kidding. Oh man, I'm such a huge fan of your work. It's so nice to meet you. The man vigorously shakes Hugo's hand.
I'm honored.
Ah man, I wish I could stay and chat. I have so many questions, but I'll PM you on the forums if you ever want to talk shop.
Absolutely.
The man starts walking away. Hugo coughs nervously to get his attention again.
Is there any chance you would sign my shirt?
The guy turns around and beams. Sure thing! Wait. It all finally clicks into place for me. You're the Eastern Dragon? I love your work! Thank you very much. Thank you, man. Eastern Dragon signs Hugo's shirts, waves goodbye, and walks into his car. I stand there with my mouth wide open the entire time. That was the Eastern Dragon.
Oh! He likes my work.
Dude, you're like friends with the Eastern Dragon now.
He's gonna PM me.
Hugo and I high five. He's so excited he's shaking. That's awesome, dude.
Mr. Vega?
Oh man. Colin and his cronies just pop up out of nowhere. Oh no, here we go.
What? Colin, nice to see you and your friends all the way out here.
What are you doing here? I don't see a library anywhere near us.
I was watching the Power Slam series with my friend.
Ha, Mr. Vega likes wrestling? What a fart knocker. Actually, that's pretty cool. Shut up, dickweed. Nah, man, that's actually rad as hell. Who were you just talking to? Probably one of your stupid book nerd friends.
Actually,
Actually, he was talking to his good buddy, the Eastern Dragon. All of Colin's friends gasp. Guys, come on, he's lying. There's no way the Eastern Dragon would hang out with these losers.
Oh yeah? How do I get this autograph then?
Colin's friends lose their minds, scream their heads off. Colin is red with anger.
See you in class, bitch.
Holy shit. Just imagine your teacher just owning you. Absolutely. Like, not just not hurling insults at you, but just like fucking embarrassing you, and then having the audacity to just call you a bitch at the end. That is fucking raw. That's fucking. You know what? Hugo is awesome. Hugo is so fucking based.
You can't say that.
Who's gonna believe you?
Yo, that is so fucking. That is awesome. Oh god, I think Hugo might be my new favorite dad. Hugo and I hop in the car, two more children screaming. We laugh all the way home. Hugo and I descend the stairs of his home into a wrestling man cave, where we both crack a beer. We're both winding down after an exciting evening. So, if you're a wrestler, what would your persona be? Hugo answers immediately.
Yes. J.D. Slaminger, my forum name. I gotta represent my literary roots. My costume would be a tweed coat, and my finishing move would be a catcher in the eye, where I poke my opponent's eye out and call them a phony.
That's so fucking. That's hilarious. Wow.
Oh. I've given them a little thought. What about you?
I would be Bomb Clancy. I would be Dad. Bomb Clancy. Bomb Clancy. I'd come out in a bomber jacket, aviator sunglasses, and a navy cap. My finishing move is the hunt for the Red Shocktober, where I accuse the other wrestler of being a communist and defeat them in a decades-long proxy war. I'm just now realizing that I don't know any wrestling moves.
You know, I could teach you some.
No. Are we gonna get into some wrestling positions, Hugo? I smirk. I'm game. Hugo and I square up in the center of the room, ready to go at it. No, I bet we are.
I'll go easy on you.
On Bomb Clancy? Absolutely not. And before I know it, I'm on the floor. Hugo wraps his legs around me and squeezes. I can't move.
Hey, this is a figure 4 leg lock. If I were applying full force right now, you would be in extreme pain.
I effortlessly twist around again. He effortlessly twists around again and grabs my arm. Good lord, he's strong. Any movement on my end is useless.
And this is an armbar.
You're
Pretty good. You're pretty good.
Oh.
You can tap out anytime you like. Not a chance.
Hugo flips around one last time on top of me. He hooks his arm under my leg and presses his body down on my chest.
And this is me pinning you.
Our faces are inches apart right now. I can't tell if I'm breathing heavily because of the physical activity or because of something else. Go for it. I lean forward to kiss Hugo, who seems just as surprised as I am. I pull back a little embarrassed, but he kisses me again. He slowly releases his submission hold on me and cradles my face in his hands. He presses his forehead against mine and we laugh.
I guess we both win.
Guess so. I pull him back in for another kiss. Do you have any more moves to show me?
Oh.
I think I might have a few.
And then we plowed for the rest of the night. Hell yeah. Just imagine your teacher calling you a bitch, dude. That's so fucking raw.
I'm JK rolling with delight.
Asiago getter?
Oh, Asiya, go get her. Wow, that's stupid. Okay, let's go ahead and start zooming through this. Okay. Oh, Quizmaster Quinn. Jonathan! Quizmaster and, like, Spin Master, I guess?
Alright.
Hey, who's ready for a crazy graduation party?
You don't have to be on right now, Quinn. It's just a party.
What do you mean?
It's the, You know what? Keep that energy. Hold it close. You deserve it.
Ha
Just like me and my loving wife deserve happiness, right?
You know it. Jonathan, my dude. Pablo has a short name.
Hey.
Hey,
Oh, I didn't read that. Fuck. Let's see if I can. Ernest comes up probably. Hey, Ernest. Thanks for being nice to my dad. Whoa. People are really mean to him sometimes. I mean, I guess I am too. But, he seems happy when you're around, so, that's cool. Well, geez, Ernest, I don't know what to say. You know, I think people got you pegged wrong. You got a soft side. If you tell anyone about this, or that you saw me weeping at the theater, I'm gonna set your trash can on fire. There it is. Also, you don't know me. Before I can respond, Ernest walks away, a cloud of vapor trailing behind him. Well, that was at least a little pleasant. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat and pour stab while I'm out. I'll sit down next to me.
Oh.
Also in the backyard where Hugo's sitting on a bench for the care bus, and I'll leave you to it. That pops. Cool. Okay. I take a seat next to Hugo as the last guest makes their way out of the party. Cool shirt?
Thanks. It reminds me of a special night.
So, the secret's out, huh? Hugo likes wrestling?
You know, I was really nervous to come here dressed like this, but everyone in the neighborhood, they were nothing but accepting of me and my hobbies. Turns out that Craig's a huge fan too. And Colin told everyone at school that I'm into wrestling, but it actually backfired on him. The kids have a weird sort of respect for me now. A few of them even asked me to be the sponsor for their wrestling club.
Oh.
Not the Olympic wrestling, the wrestling that I like. I actually like both, but there's an important distinction, and I think you know which one I'm talking about.
See, just goes to show there's nothing wrong with being open about what you like.
Hey.
I agree. Along with being open, I'm also a huge fan of very handsome dads who throw great parties for their kids and love a good word jumble.
I blush. Blushies. And I'm a big fan of... Quick, think of something clever. Hugo's? this Hugo specifically. Hugo laughs.
Ah.
He drapes an arm around my shoulder and pulls me closer. He plants a soft kiss on my forehead. I'm happy here.
Me too.
Hugo and I watch the sun dip below the horizon together. Hey, do you think maybe later you could show me some new wrestling moves?
Jonathan, how about I show you my pump handle pile driver?
I can't help but giggle. What's that?
Ah.
You'll see. Oh my. Oh my.
These are some dirty dads. Solo Kid from Charlemagne is the greatest guitar solo ever recorded. Ah, God. Alright. We got two more. We got Matt and what's his face left. Matt and... Oh, man. Oh, Marcus is streaming. Rad. We got Matt and Damien next. Hugo was pretty fun. Holy fuck, why are these dads so hot? Excuse me, goddamn. Liquor before beef, you're in the clear. Alright. Okay, let's do... let's do Matt. I feel like I could do his voice easier right now.
I miss just kidding. Craig, emoji sneezing face.
Welcome.
Who
You've
could that
got
be?
dads.
Oh, you weren't here for Craig? If you're watching on your phone, you could swipe to the beginning. You go ahead and just restart. You can just swipe the timer on that. You could start the stream over yourself. If you Craig was the very first one I did, so if you want, just take the little, like, the bar on the bottom and go ahead and just swipe over the beginning. If you want to see Craig. That was a fun one. Alright, we're gonna do Matt right now, though, ladies and gentlemen. We're going on our last date with Matt. Alright.
Alright. Hey, you know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. Safe and continue.
Of course, they're mowing the lawn right now. Or, not mowing the lawn. William Patriots hands down the best Rush album. That was a damn fact for sure. I'll be right back. I'm gonna close the window. I don't think it helped him up, so see. I'll be right back. I'm gonna close the window. Okay, I think it helped a little bit. Helped a little bit, and I guess you couldn't really hear it to begin with. Matt and I have spent a lot of time together lately. After we went record shopping the first time, it sort of became a weekly tradition for us to scope out Vinyl Fantasy 7 for new releases. I love that. On quieter days, I'll go to the Coffee Spoon to just hang out with him. He's been trying to get me to branch out from my usual black coffee to try new drinks, and they're always delicious. Since I've been spending so much time with Matt, Carmencita and Amanda have become really close friends. Amanda's taken Carmencita under her wing, teaching her about photography and helping her with homework, and they're just introducing her to music that's not just boy bands. Well, she did end up taking her to one of those scream cry dancing boy concerts, so Matt wouldn't have to go. A truly heroic move. I can tell that Carmencita really looks up to her a lot, so it's great that Amanda is trying to be a good mentor. The open mic night is tonight. Amanda and I busy ourselves getting ready. I try to pick out a nicer outfit than usual and pace around the room. A bunch of really cool bands are going to be playing. I'm excited to see them. I haven't been to a show since the first time Matt and I hung out. It's weird. Ever since Matt played piano for me that one time, I've never been able to convince him to do it again. He's told me that he also plays guitar, drums, and even the trumpet. He still won't play any of them. For some reason, for someone so passionate about music, it's strange that he doesn't want to actually play it. You ready to go, Pops? I hear Amanda in the hallway as she approaches my room. Yep. Amanda pops her head in and looks me over. She pinches the bridge of her nose. Dad, we talked about this. What? The sandals. They're older than I am. Vintage, some would argue. I thought you threw them out. Amanda, since when did you enroll in the Fashion Police Academy? I got kicked out because I was a loose cannon who didn't play by the rules. For example, you're not allowed to mix florals, but you totally can if you have a good eye for color. You're out of your jurisdiction, rookie. Amanda guards the door until I pick out a better outfit. Stop. Those sandals are going directly into the evidence locker. What's the... It's the trash. You can pry those sandals out of my cold, dead hands. Fine, keep them, but you're committing a heinous crime. Justice will find you one day. Yes. Come on, Dad, we gotta go. I've never seen the coffee scene so packed. I spot familiar faces from the pub concert, all sipping on their caffeinated beverages of choice. A couple of people are sitting up on stage. I don't see Matt, but I'm sure he's busy in the back. Amanda and Carmencita find each other immediately and do their secret handshake. Some complicated clapping with their hands, and then a big hug. Jonathan. I turn to see Hugo sitting at a table, none other than Damien. Fancy seeing you two here. I am, as you know, a dedicated patron of the arts. It's a bit of a tradition between Damien and I now. Matt's helping Mike nights always seem to bring out the best talent in town. Sometimes it's a bit odd, even for my admittedly eclectic taste. You guys seen Matt around? Yeah, he was just helping that Pablo kid get some equipment out of his van. Well, Vacant Vale's playing the set? What? It's a witch house. Damien ears perk. What is that? I don't know. Well, it sounds delightful. Amanda says it is. Shame. Alright, I'm gonna go find Matt and see if he needs any help. Head to the back room of the coffee spoon where I find Matt going over some last minute show details with Pablo. My dude. Pablo and I share a full-on, sincere bro hug.
Hey.
Glad you could make it, Jonathan. Wouldn't miss it for the world, man. You guys need any help?
Hey.
I think we're all set, actually. Pablo, can you remind me what order people are going up in? Well, you got the handsome and unforgettable Vacant Vale opening up the set with selections from his new album, Witch Diaries, and then the third waves, who are all extremely attractive and could beat me up and I'd still be into it, are playing a 3-person acoustic set. Sorry. We got a little bit of spoken word in there, a magic act, and it looks like we're closing with Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir.
What?
No, absolutely not. Remember the ridiculous set that this band put on when they opened up for Pup? Sometimes when it's quiet, I can still hear the sound of an accordion being violently thrown against the wall over and over. They weren't that bad. No, you don't understand. Last time they played up in Mike Night, they lit their bases on fire, and the fire marshal had to shut us down. I know what. They lit their bases on fire, and the fire marshal had to shut us down. God, I can't do that voice on. I also refused to pay for their drinks. Yikes.
Huh?
They are not playing tonight. They are not playing tonight. Well, they are outside. All 17 of them.
Hey.
Tell them we're full. Then who is filling their spot? I'll do it. I'll do it. Me, the man with not a musical bone in his body. Not a talented bone in his body. I can't even do fucking voices for that long. Matt, you should play. Come on, Matt. You should play.
Oh, man.
Load. Matt's gonna be lame.
Oh, hey. What? Huh?
I'll do it. I'll play. What are you doing?
Hey.
What? What do you even do? Stop talking. Close your mouth. The Communist Manifesto is making a comeback solo show. I thought you didn't know how to play anymore. You don't know how to play anything anymore. Ska comes to you in the hour when you need it most, without fail. Stop being so desperate to please your hot friend, Jonathan.
Oh.
Is there a keyboard around? Your unending thirst will be your ultimate downfall. Yo, that is a screenshot. That is a Twitter reply right there. Oh, God. Hold on. I need to save that one. Hold on. Okay. Your unending thirst will be your ultimate downfall. Yeah, I have one right here. Then it's settled. Dude, are you sure? No, I'm not! As sure as ska is generally played the staccato notes on the upbeat.
Hey.
Well, as long as nothing gets set on fire, it can't possibly be worse than Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. Matt grabs me by the shoulders and stares into my eyes.
Hey.
Thank you, Jonathan. I owe you big time. I settle back into my seat with Amanda and watch the show start. The house is packed now, with a few people even standing outside to watch. What have I gotten myself into? Amanda, I may have made a mistake. I told you those sandals were a bad choice. It's not that. I agreed to pull out my scarf. No.
Whoa.
Absolutely not. I had to help Matt. I had to help Matt. Dad, I love you and I support you, but we left ska behind for a reason. Look, it's either this or we're in the splash zone for a group of 20 musicians all crying at the same time for the sake of art. And I'm not being hyperbolic about the splash zone thing. They literally hand out ponchos. Somehow, this is the preferable option. I just have to play this thing. Play what thing? You don't know how to play any instruments. Just promise me you'll still love me after this. I promise. But I may have to change my last name, and I hope you'll understand. Of course. My new last name is going to be Fireblast. Amanda. Or maybe Cold Steel. Matt takes the stage to a roar of applause from the crowd. He grabs the mic and addresses us all.
Oh, man.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. Matt's so nervous. And I'm so nervous. I can't stop staring at his mouth. It makes me even more nervous.
Hey.
We have a jam-packed roster of amazing local talent who you might already know or maybe have seen before but would like to see again. And I'm rambling now. Sorry. Aw, Matt.
Hey.
So, let me just bring out a dear friend of mine who's making this live show debut. Please welcome to the stage,
Hey.
Vacant Veil. The crowd cheers again and Pablo bounds to the stage, beaming. He sets up his 2 laptops and keyboards and launches into his set. Thank you, everyone. This one is called Witch House Never Dies, and you're next. Pablo hits the crowd with heavy, inaccessible synth bass layered under drum samples and clips from science fiction shows played in reverse. It's maybe not the right show for this, but everyone seems to be enjoying it, whatever this is. At the end of the song, Pablo jumps on the mic. Thank you to all the veil wearers who... Wait, no, that's the wrong voice. Thank you to all the veil wearers who came out tonight. A portion of the crowd cheers. He has a fan base already? He has a name for the fan base? This is the first live show. You can buy t-shirts out of the trunk in my car after the show. Also, I'd like to thank my mom for coming to watch me play. You're my rock, Ma. Love you, honey. Papa plays a few more songs that are actually super fun to listen to. Wow, definitely did not see that coming, especially after Amanda's strongly worded thoughts about the genre.
Hey.
Once he's done, he vacates the stage and Matt jumps back up again. Big round of applause for our very own Pablo, who coincidentally works here. Yay, Pablo. And hey, next up are a group of young ladies who have been tearing up the East Coast with riot punk for 3 years now? 3 years now, probably. Years. Oh, 3 tiers now. Years. I meant years. 3 years. Sorry, the writing on my hand smudged because I'm sweating. I shouldn't have told you that. Oh, I'm sweating. I'm sorry. Wow, he seems just as visibly nervous as I feel right now.
Hey.
Put your hands together for the Third Waves. Buzzcut Molly from the Vinyl Fantasy 7 makes the stage, followed by 2 girls with colorful hair and fishnet stockings. All of them are wearing combat boots, and all of them look mad about something. My type of women. Their set is so energetic that it almost seems like a pit is going to open up in the coffee shop. I look over to Amanda, who's clearly enjoying the hell out of the anarchic, female-fronted punk rock. Love to see it.
Dad, can I get a lip ring? Sure, if you pay for it yourself. Come on, it's no fun if it's not an act of youthful rebellion. After the third wave closes out their set, a variety of acts play to the delight and sometimes horror of the crowd. The magician tries to turn a cup of coffee into a cup of coins, but ends up just spilling hot coffee all over himself and dropping the coins. As each act leaves the stage, I get more and more nervous. There are so many people here. I don't know anything about how to play piano other than it has keys and you have to touch the keys to make sounds. Also, I almost spilled the flat white stripes in my hand because it's trembling so much. No jokes, Dad. I'm rooting for you. You're gonna knock him dead. Thanks, Manda Panda. An improv comedy group takes the stage. They take suggestions from the crowd and end up doing a scene that was supposed to be about coffee, but instead turns into 5 minutes of dick jokes. Classic. Love to see it. We love improv, right, guys? I have a hard time laughing. My stomach is tying itself into knots. Not just regular knots either. Like the kind of knots you get when you throw your phone charger, headphones, and laptop charger into the same bag. Out of nowhere, Matt sits down next to me. Hey, are you doing okay? I'm totally fine. Everything is great. Nothing is wrong. This is a sentence right here. I'm totally fine. Everything is great. Nothing is wrong. I want to reassure him that I'm okay, but I just can't get the words out. I'm here. This is a me response. Alright, just making sure. I know you're gonna do great, Jonathan. Matt squeezes my shoulder and drags up to the stage.
Oh, man.
Everybody, we're down to the last act of the night. Now this person, who is my friend, is making their return to the stage after a long hiatus. Please welcome, formerly of the Communist Manifesto, Jonathan Cool-Dad. Everyone cheers as I take the stage. Damien and Hugo are staring at me in shock. Hey everyone, good to be here. Thanks for having me on. Great crowd. My name is Jonathan, but you can call me by my stage name. Frankie Two-Tone, Five Iron Freddy, Thomas Kalikovi. Thomas Kanaki. The crowd claps politely. I sit down at the piano. That's a lot of keys. That's so many keys. Do pianos usually have this many keys? God, these lights are really bright. Someone coughs. I guess that's some good stage banter. And now I have to play a song. The song is called Beat Me Up, Scotty. God damn it. Deep breath. How hard can it be? Oh no. It tells you to drink this manly. No matter how disastrous it is, you just have to make it through the song. Oh, I'll save the day. Here goes nothing.
Tickle that ivory.
Please sing along. Pick it up, pick it up. Oh no, no one told. Oh. Singing that easy ska tune. Unity, unity, watch us fill up the room. Rude dudes coming for you. Take warning if you don't stay tonight. I will be alarming. Everybody ska. Beat me up, Scotty. Beat me up, Scotty. Beat me up to the Star Trek Enterprise. You're never too busy, important to be kind to others. God, that was awful. I hated that. I, as a person, hated that. I look up at the crowd. I see a bunch of people shifting in their seats. Oh no, I'm losing them. Ska really is dead, and I killed it. Everybody ska? Everybody ska!
Hey.
I like a checkerboard tie-wearing angel descending from two-tone heaven. Matt walks on stage playing the guitar. We lock eyes and he gives me a reassuring smile as he effortlessly plays the chords to the song. I look out and see the crowd go wild to see Matt's appearance on stage. Everyone's bouncing around now.
It fills me with renewed energy as we jump into the chorus.
Hey.
Beam me up, Scotty! Beam me up, Scotty!
Hey.
Beam me up, Scotty, to the Star Trek Enterprise!
Hey.
I think I was going for B-52s. Matt jumps into an improvised solo that was way better than the one Darren Springstead wrote in high school.
Hey.
We make it to the end of the song in one piece, and the crowd goes wild. I'm moist with sweat, head to toe. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Sella! The crowd practically screams. They all start chanting Matt's name.
Hey.
They want to hear you play, man.
Oh.
Matt smiles.
Hey, yeah.
I think I'm ready. I excuse myself from stage and take my seat next to Amanda as Matt cozies up to the microphone. I take back what I said about ska. That was pretty cool. I high-five Amanda and we look toward the stage.
Hey.
Hey, everybody. More cheers. I haven't played in front of people in a long time, but it's cool to be back.
Hey.
This one goes out to a good friend. Matt locks eyes with me. We both smile.
Hey.
Who helped me be able to do this again.
Hey.
Thank you.
Hey.
This is an old one from Still Miss the Dancing. The entire crowd excitedly jumps to their feet. Matt closes his eyes and starts playing an upbeat, intricate melody. The crowd sways to the music. Matt looks entirely at peace with a small smile on his face as he sings. After he finishes the song, the crowd insists on an encore. He ends up playing a few more tunes to an adoring audience before thanking everyone for coming out. The moment he steps off stage, he gets mauled by people. Everyone seems to be amazed that he's playing again.
Hey!
Timmy and Hugo thread their way through the crowd to talk to me. That was amazing.
Hey!
It was certainly a sight. Do they make industrial darkwave ska? I'm not sure if the genre exists, but if it's never too late to start a band, apparently. I glance back over at Matt, who's hugging a bunch of people. They really seem excited to see him play. Well, yeah, he hasn't played since he lost Rosa. What?
Ah.
I didn't realize it. Suddenly all makes sense why Matt was so reluctant to play. It must have taken so much for him to jump on stage with me just now. The crowd slowly filters out into the street as the show ends. I decide to stick around a little longer to see if I can talk to Matt. Hey, I'm taking Carmen's to get ice cream. Is it okay if she sleeps over? We're going to paint our nails and start the punk band. Yeah, go have fun. Just please don't wake up the neighbors with any biting truths about the government or whatever. Don't worry, we'll wake them up figuratively instead. Matt and Carmen seated to bump fists and head out. I spot Matt finishing up conversation with a couple of stragglers on their way out of the coffee shop. Hey, Matt.
Oh.
Hey, dude. Need help closing up?
Hey. Hey.
Oh, I'd love that. Matt and I stack up chairs and sweep the floor in silence. We carry the stage equipment back to Matt's van, and where we see Pablo selling merch to a crowd of people out of his trunk. Shirts of the finest quality, every step of production from thread to stitch, overseen by yours truly. Graphic designs fit for a king. That's good. That kid's gonna go far.
Hey.
We head back to the coffee spoon, and Matt puts the finishing touches on closing. When we're all done, Matt and I lean up against the counter. Thanks for saving for myself up there.
Hey.
All in all, it ended up being pretty cute.
Huh?
Plus, you protected us from Jonathan Jones in the Speakeasy Choir. Someone told me that they tried to do a street performance down the road, and they all got arrested for trying to form a human pyramid in traffic. Did it feel good to be on stage again?
Hey. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, it really did. I heard that you stopped playing after your wife died. Didn't realize that'd been that long. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Matt looks like he wants to say something, but is having a hard time getting it out.
Oh, man.
He takes a deep breath.
Oh, man.
I'm not really a people person, obviously. Crowds make me nervous as all hell, which is not exactly the best for performing live music.
Oh.
But when I was with Rosa, she lit up the room. I could follow her lead. After she passed, I was lost. Even touching guitar hurt too much. I tried playing for people over and over, but the music would never come out, so I just gave up. I guess what I'm trying to say is, life wasn't this scary when I had someone in my corner, someone I felt safe with. I hadn't felt like that for a long time. Until tonight. What changed?
Oh.
Ew. Blood rushes to my face.
Hey.
When I saw you looking so scared on stage, you reminded me of myself, and I don't want anyone else to have to feel that bad.
Oh.
But when I got up there and started playing for the first time in forever, I felt comfortable. I was having fun. I had spent all this time being so afraid of performing that I forgot how much I loved it.
Hey.
Your strength gave me strength. Whether you were trying to or not, you got me out of my comfort zone. So, thank you.
Hey.
Thank you for helping me realize that I can do this. I'm glad I could help. You coming on stage, I didn't think you would stick your neck out for me like that, especially considering all of this. That really means a lot to me.
Hey.
Well, you mean a lot to me. Matt and I lock eyes. He leans in and kisses me, quick and soft. He pulls away and covers his mouth.
Huh?
Oh God, I'm sorry. Sorry. I can't believe I just did that. Neither can I, but
Hey.
I'm glad you did. Our lips touch again. I brush his hair out of the way and rest my hand on the small of his back. Matt pulls me closer. Everything about him is sweet and soft. His lips taste like vanilla. He smells like coffee cake. I can feel his smile through the kiss, which makes me smile. He laughs into my mouth, and I can't help but laugh too, our teeth knocking against each other. Ow! The moment I open my eyes, I realize we're still leaning against the espresso machine. Maybe the coffee shop isn't the right place for this. Maybe you're right.
Hey.
Let's go back to my place. Peter Weller actually has a PhD in history. Probably true.
You know,
Yo, we're doing good on these dates.
Daft Punk is playing at my house tonight.
I remember yesterday I couldn't get past A rank, King of Carrot Flowers. Okay, make sure I can get my mic wet. Okay.
Aww.
Alright.
Okay. Usually it starts out with Pablo. Let's see how this goes. Jonathan, my dude. Wait, Jonathan, my dude. Pablo, how's the shirt going? Okay. Okay.
Hey! Hey!
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Skipping.
Yeah.
Ah, goddammit. I don't know if I missed much. Listen, it's like prison rules. First day of high school, you gotta establish yourself at the top of the pecking order. Really? No, just find a group of people that you like and then hang out with them. Be yourself. Don't worry about being cool. You'll find friends. And try not to kiss anyone who also has braces. You get stuck, kiddo. Hey, guys. Hey, Amanda's dad. Carmencita here's getting ready for high school. Got any advice? When you join band, pick the easiest instrument to carry. I'm still walking a little sideways from my sousaphone days. Flute it is. Alright, I'll leave you guys to it. Carmencita, me and Amanda still on for dinner with you today and your pops tomorrow? Yes, we're already planning a carrot cake for you guys. I better keep making rounds. I'll leave the two to keep conspiring. Staying on the table. 16 next match, the last game was make the way out of the party. Seems like Amanda really enjoyed this. Thanks for putting together such a nice surprise. Carmencita's middle school graduation is coming up in a year or two. I'm sure for the right fee I could put something together. Only if I get to DJ. Matt looks down at his hands. It seems like he does that whenever he's trying to figure out what the right words to say.
Hey.
Hi. I just wanted to say that. Oh gosh, this is gonna come out dumb no matter what I say, so here it goes.
Hey.
I haven't felt this happy in a long time. Whoa.
Hey.
You brought up. You brought out the best in me, and it wasn't just because of the scar. Although that was really cute.
Hey,
Every moment that we've gotten to spend together since we've met has been an adventure, and I just hope that we get to keep doing that. We make a pretty good team, you know? I mean, I'll let you handle the music playing, and the music singing, and actually pretty much everything related to music. But I can organize a party pretty well. I'm also good at kissing, so that's a big plus.
hey!
That's true. You are very nice to kiss. I slide my arms around man and run my fingers through his hair, giving him a small kiss on the cheek. He giggles.
Hey.
See, that was a good one. And I've actually been working on some new stuff. It feels really great to be running again. Oh man, that's amazing. I'd love to listen to it sometime. If, you were comfortable sharing it with me. Maybe I could show you some new tunes I'm working on in the studio later. You know I'm gonna insist that we add a horn section. Matt rests his head on my shoulder and sighs happily. You know what? I'd actually like that. Yo, drink a glass full of water in the morning to help wake up. I don't know if that's true, but maybe I'll try it. God. Alright. Last date. And then maybe I'll do a cult run. You know what? I don't think we're gonna do a cult run, honestly. Why do they always have to be shirtless? It's okay to cry if you're feeling sad. True. Let's see, how's my battery doing? 67, we're not bad, and I have... Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're on the last dad date for the night, and I'm going on 2 hours. Alright. I believe this should be the last one. Always carry a pocket knife.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay. Damien, your time to shine, buddy. How do you do? Alright. Hey, you know what they say about third dates. They get pretty serious. Alright. Our last date for Damien. Please remember to call us once in a while. I will try. Okay. Always carry a pocket knife. Okay. Ever since we had that picnic in the graveyard, Damien and I have been spending a lot of time together. We go on nighttime strolls pretty regularly. He was so impressed with the first letter I wrote him that he insisted we only communicate by post instead of through Dadbook. I initially protested, but he gave me one of his old signet rings to use as a seal for my letters, and I just couldn't say no. Hang out with Goth Dad today? Please, Amanda, you know his name. And yes. Be honest with me here, Pops. Is he actually a vampire? I remember you inviting him into our household that one time, and I've seen The Lost Boys, and I honestly would have preferred trying to see if he could have walked through the threshold of our home under his own power. Yes, Amanda, I have become Damien's familiar. I am compelled under his curse. I'm sorry, sweetie. Turn into a bat. I don't think... What's the point of being a vampire if you can't turn into a bat? Well, okay, I'm off.
Oh.
Are you taking the car, or are you flying off into the night on the leathery wings of a bat? One of those. While I'm out, can you throw away the garlic bread that's in the freezer so I don't die? That would be great. I'm keeping it there as insurance. You understand, right? That's my girl. ABC, always be carrying. Damien and I walk along the water's edge, chatting. Damien's cape, cloak. He hates it when people call it a cape. Damien's cloak flutters behind him in the breeze. This is gonna seem like a silly question, but why do goths wear black? Gothic subculture has always been associated with death, so it would make sense that the style surrounding it would be greatly influenced by the mourning. Interestingly enough, though, that was in the Victorian era. Oh, interestingly enough, though, was that in the Victorian era, Queen Victoria herself mourned the death of her late husband for 10 whole years, wearing black for the rest of her life. If that's not God, I don't know what is. I have another question. Go ahead. How are you so comfortable with death? You mentioned in the graveyard that it helps you appreciate your life or something.
Oh no.
I've experienced several losses over the course of my life, and I truly believe the only manageable way to cope with it is to accept that death is simply a part of living. It's the single universal truth for every human who has ever lived. I am going to die, you are going to die, and life carries on without us. Doesn't that make you feel scared? Not at all. Without the advances of modern science, death was everywhere in the Victorian era, and yet funerals were major social functions. Victorians were obsessed with the mementos of their loved ones, even going so far as to take elaborately staged photographs of their dead relatives. The minutiae of mourning was so complex that there were set periods of grieving that were deemed acceptable based on who in your life had passed. Now, we don't have any of that. If you lose someone, you end up feeling lost yourself because we have no modern equivalent of those formalities. We need to allow ourselves time to grieve, to feel that loss fully, but not allow it to consume us. So no, I'm not afraid of death. I believe it is a waste to spend your life dreading the end of it. The time we have here is brief and fleeting, and occasionally cruel, but it is at all times precious. To stare death in the face and live despite that, I think is noble existence. Let's save the mourning for the dead. Wow, that's beautiful. I can see the moonlight in the bay glint off Damien's eyes. He smiles. We turn to the harbor and watch ships pass, breathing in the salty sea air. I look to Damien again and can't help but be entranced by his charm, his mystery. I find everything about him so fascinating. I lean closer to Damien, closing my eyes as I do. I'm so sorry. I have to take this. Damien steps away from me to answer the phone. Oh no, I hope it isn't Lucian again. After speaking in tones for a few moments, Damien returns to me. Everything okay?
Oh my.
There's an emergency. Lucian? No, thankfully, but I must take my leave. Oh, okay. Is there anything I can do to help? Dads do have to stick together, right? You know it. Then come. There isn't time to waste. After a short drive in silence, we arrive at a rundown building on the outskirts of town. Where are we? It's better if I just show you. I push the surprisingly heavy door open and find myself in a dimly lit waiting room. A few rickety chairs line the walls, and there doesn't seem to be anyone behind the front desk. There are a few paintings and pictures on the wall, but they're so nondescript I'm still unsure what kind of place this even is. Wait here for a moment. I'll be right back. Is this a vet's office? I see the little cages in the back. Damien was off to a corridor, his boot heels echoing through the halls of this seemingly empty building. Distant howls echo from a place I can't see, and there's a faint scratching sound, like claws on tile. I cautiously peek down the hall to find stall after stall of scared-looking dogs. A few of them notice me and skitter up to the chain-link fence, sticking their nose through the air to sniff. What have I gotten myself into? Suddenly, the lights shut off. I panic, unsure of where I am now or how I can get out. I stumble through the darkness, my breathing getting heavier and heavier. Damien? The lights finally turn back on. Hey, say there. Mary, what are you doing here? You are here for a fight club? I don't want to get punched in the face. Great, because this isn't an animal shelter. A what? We take care of stray animals, and then people adopt stray animals. Didn't you see the pets when you walked in? Oh, sorry, I didn't really expect to see you volunteering at an animal shelter.
Come on.
Wow. Okay, kid, way to put me in a box. Dames, you hear this? You hear this, baloney? Just one moment. Thunder cracks and door bursts open. Appearing from the shadows, I see Damien? Hey. It's Damien. He looks completely different. No cloak, no Victorian-era clothing, no makeup. I wasn't planning to share this side of me until much later, but I'm not as goth as you think. I am assistant administrator for the IT department of a realty company. I wear tennis shoes to work and listen to Bruce Springsteen. I enjoy going to the hardware store and looking at storage solutions, and I volunteer at this animal shelter in my spare time. I'm boring. I'm fascinated with Victorian history and goth lifestyle. That much is true. It's just not all that I am, and I need you to know that. Oh, I hate to kill a moment here, but there's some pressing business that needs attending to.
Oh my.
Oh, right. It's Duchess Cordelia. Again? Who's Duchess Cordelia?
Oh my.
She's one of the pups, gets out all the time. She has somehow learned how to open doors, and now she's unstoppable. When did she get there?
Ah.
This morning, I went to sing sea shanties to the cats. When I came back, she was already bolted. She had already bolted. I have to stay here with the pets, so I need you two to go and find her. Of course. Where could she be? She always ends up running off to the same places. Here, let me draw you a map. Mary starts scribbling on the back of the pet adoption form. She's very smart, ruthless. Even you need to stay on your toes and get her back by sundown, or else she turns into a werewolf and starts eating people. What? You're a perfect little peach, Jonathan. You just don't want her to be stuck outside when it's cold. Oh. I'll grab some treats, and we can hit the road. Then I'll look over the map Mary created for us. Oh man, I'm at Nerd's house? Okay. Mario Batali. It's Mario Batali. Kale, Coffee Dad, Nerd's house, that's me. Mary's sick pad. Smalls, I'm guessing that's Robert. Dames, other Nerd's house. Who the fuck is Mario Batali? Okay. Craig, Matt, me, Joseph, Roberts, Damien. Maybe Mario Batali is an actual person, because I don't think I'm missing anyone. Oh, one of them has to be Hugo. Maybe Hugo is other nerd. Or is he Mario Batali? The ocean or whatever, Bayside, Shelter, Aquarium, Mary's Map, Softball Field, Coffee Spoon. At least you're not the other nerd's house. Looks like we're moving up in the pecking order. Congrats, kiddo. Where should we head first? Let's see. We're at the shelter. Let's aquarium. Damien exits the parking lot and starts driving toward town. I look around to see him. He seems concerned. Shouldn't be too hard to find the Duchess, right? She's a pretty big pup. Mary wasn't kidding when she said the dog was smart. One time, she correctly guessed the winner of the Kentucky Derby. It was a really great year for bark, bark, bark. I don't know. What do you think our odds are, Jonathan? We gotta stay positive. My dad once told me, Jonathan, you can't shove raisins up your nose. And that hurt my feelings. My dad once told me, Jonathan, you can't shove raisins up your nose. And that hurt my feelings. I felt discouraged, but I kept the positive attitude. And you know what? I made it happen. Ew. It might have landed me in the ER and forced me to have 10 golden raisins removed from my nasal cavity. But on that day, I learned that anything is possible if you have a good attitude and abnormally large nostrils. Young children are really resilient, I suppose. Yeah. Yes, young children. I was 16. Let's just hope for the best. We got this. You're gonna stop by aquarium. Everything looks in order here, but it might help to get our aquarium to take a look. You see anything? No dog here. Not even any sign of it. Did you know that penguins are considered the gods of the sea? Damien, I want to believe you so badly. Alright, let's check the cul-de-sac. The cul-de-sac. I drive through the cul-de-sac and everything seems to be pretty normal. It looks like Brian's doing some yard work. pull into Bride's driver and hop out.
Okay.
Hey, don't step on the grass. I just mowed. Have you seen any unusual activity in the area today? Aside from your underwater lawn? Oh, here we go. How dare you? I take my lawn care very seriously.
Oh, no.
Jonathan, please. You haven't seen a dog run through here, have you? Well, a little while ago I heard Maxwell barking at something. When I came outside, my garden had been torn to shreds. It's gonna take forever to retill the soil. That could be a dog or a feisty raccoon. Wherever it was, it must have been hungry. Ate all my tomatoes. I'm very sorry to hear about your garden. If you need assistance restoring it to its former glory, please don't hesitate to contact me.
Hey.
Will do, buddy. Good luck finding that dog. She's probably still hungry. I wonder if she's looking for more food elsewhere. Where would a dog find food? Coffee spoon? Park in front of Matt's coffee shop and walk inside. It seems like a slow day. Matt sits back behind the counter, reading a book. Hey, Matt.
Oh.
Didn't expect to see you two today. What's up? Have you seen any stray dogs around? Actually, yeah, I caught one digging through the trash earlier. It ran away when I tried to get closer, though. Did you see what direction it ran in? Matt thinks for a second.
Hey.
Might have been running east, I think. That pup tore through 3 pans of old right-said banana bread. Want to take some for the road, just in case? Sure thing. Matt packages up a slice. An actual slice, the road slice. This banana bread is gonna be good, so good. I think he meant to give it for the dog. Right, I meant it's gonna be so good for the dog to eat. Okay. I feel like we're on the right track. You think? If we keep this up, we'll find the Duchess in no time. Hey, if you like dogs so much, why don't you have any? Lucian is severely allergic. I wouldn't put him through that. But there are still dogs in my life, so for that I'm grateful. There's about to be one more dog in your life, buddy. Splendid attitude. Let us not waste any more time. Verily. He said east from the coffee spoon. So, cul-de-sac again? We arrive at the cul-de-sac, find everything looking normal, except, Hugo's front door is wide open. She can open doors. This is classic Duchess Cordelia, a telltale sign we should approach with caution. Whatever goes down in there, I've got your back. We creep into the porch, step inside. There, sitting in the center of Hugo's living room, like she owns the damn place, is one of the biggest dogs I've ever seen. God, good lord, that is a big old pupper. That is a heckin' chonker right there, as they say in the business. Woof. Well, she hasn't broken anything in here yet. Wonderful. Now all we have to do is get the leash on her before she tries to escape again, and get her out of here before Hugo comes home. Easy peasy. Duchess, come here. The Duchess eyes Damien warily. As he approaches, she begins to growl. She's on guard. We'll need another plan. Give her the right set banana. I reach in the pocket and pull out the slice of right set banana bread Matt gave me. Duchess snuffs the air and hones in on the bread. Come here, girl. Nice and easy. I've got some yummy homemade vegan and possibly gluten-free banana bread, if that's what you're into. The Duchess cautiously approaches me and gives the bread a good sniff, before gently taking it from my hand and dropping it on the ground, like dogs always do for some reason. She curls up and starts munching on the bread. Success. Damien walks up behind the Duchess and attaches the leash to her collar. She immediately notices and starts whining. It's time to go home now, Duchess. Damien gives a tug on the leash. She won't move. Duchess, what happened to our rapport? You and I used to be bosom buddies. She still doesn't move. She's huge. There's no way we could even try to lift her. Well, this is a weird situation to be in. I think we're literally trespassing in our friend's house with this large dog. What are you nerds doing? Ernest stands at the door with a plate of pizza rolls. We're definitely not trespassing.
It looks like you're trespassing.
Well, yeah. It just looks like that. Damien, what are we doing? Trespassing? You doing me in like that? The Duchess notices Ernest and starts pulling against the leash.
Why is the dog in my house?
It's a long... The Duchess suddenly breaks free from Damien's grip and hurtles towards Ernest.
Ah!
Ernest and Duchess fall into the ground. Pizza rolls fly everywhere. This is bad. Ernest, are you okay? Ernest feeds the Duchess a pizza roll.
Hey, she likes pizza rolls.
Ernest sits up with the dog and keeps licking his face.
Oh, hi.
Hugo stands at the door, looking like he's at a loss for words.
What?
Why you guys, what are you guys doing in, whose dog is this?
It's a long story, but it involves a large dog who knows how to open doors.
Oof.
Hugo, may I present to you Duchess Cordelia?
I don't know.
How do you do?
Borf.
We're friends.
Duchess looks Ernest's face. She's from the local animal shelter. She got out and we've been chasing her all around town. Your house was our final stop.
Dad, can we keep her?
Ernest, I don't know if we're set up to take care of her.
Whoa!
Wait, did you just call me Dad?
Come on, please. Look how cute she is.
Hugo sighs.
We had been talking about adopting a dog for a while. Well, you have to promise me you'll take care of her.
Yeah, I'll give her all the pizza rolls her little heart desires.
I suddenly remember what's on the back of this map and pulls a pen out of my pocket. The form's ready for you if you're interested. I'll even waive the adoption fee since, you know, we technically broke into your household.
Well, alright, it's a deal.
Hugo steps on the porch with us and signs the form while Ernest plays with the Duchess inside. He sure seems to be happy with his new friend.
Oh!
Oh no, you called me Dad. Can you believe it?
Damien placed a hand on Hugo's shoulder. I certainly can. I think this will be really good for Ernest. It should teach him some responsibility. You should probably look into getting better locks in your doors, though. The Duchess is a wily one, but do right by her, and she'll love you two forever.
Thank you.
And long story short, the Duchess now lives in a happy home, and neither of us were charged for breaking and entering. So no, I think it was a pretty fine day's work. Nice work, you two. Jonathan, you could be a valuable asset to our team for volunteers. You know, if you ever feel like petting some puppies, hit me up. Mary, I always feel like petting puppies. True. Good to know. Well, I'll catch you fellas later. Mary starts to leave. And one last thing. Damien's been telling me about you. Glad he finally brought you around. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Damien's my special boy. I love him. We go way back, and I got a vested interest in his health, success, and well-being. If you ever hurt him, Mary, you can fill in the blanks. I gulp. Yes, ma'am. Mary leaves me alone with Damien. So, about the whole goth thing. I completely understand if you aren't interested in me anymore. What? Am I missing something here?
Oh, no.
I'm not the cool goth prince. I'm boring. I own 5 pairs of tennis shoes. I wear dumb glasses. Don't you care? He looks so nervous. Damien, do you really think I only like you because of all the goth stuff? That's all cool, but the best thing about you is how passionate you are about the things you love. History, art, Victorian fashion, dogs, storage solutions. It doesn't matter what it is. You care, and that's awesome. And also, the glasses are very cute. You don't think I'm boring after all? If you're boring, then I don't know what that makes me. I spend too much time online shopping for flashlights. I get excited to mow my lawn on Saturdays. I get cranky about commercials being too loud. I've even been thinking about making my own peanut butter. Then maybe we can be boring together? It would never be boring if it was with you. Damien suddenly closes the gap between us and pulls me into a hug. He buries his face in my shoulder. His hair smells like lavender and rosemary. I was so scared you wouldn't like me. Quite the opposite. Damien pulls away for a second and looks me in the eyes. Without the colored contacts, his eyes are so dark and soulful.
Oh.
May I kiss you? Does bat have wings? I believe I have my answer. He smiles slightly and leans in, giving me a gentle kiss. Damien pulls away and gives me an intense look.
Do you want to help me take care of the puppies? Yes! Damien and I arrive back at the cul-de-sac, our fingers intertwined. Like a proper gentleman, he walks me to my doorstep. What a gentleman. This was lovely. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for everything. I'm very happy I can be myself around you. I'm glad, but I have one question. I have one request.
Huh.
What's that? Can we keep sending each other letters? But of course. Damien kissed me last time before turning around and heading home. Amanda runs back to the couch from the window and tries to look as nonchalant as possible. Hello, Father. I was sitting here on the couch this entire time. Hi, Amanda.
Huh.
So, are you guys, like, starting a vampire coven together?
Oh, plot twist. Mothman. Damien's actually Mothman. I didn't see it coming either.
Genius. Well, whatever's happening, I'm really glad you two are happy. You deserve it, Dad.
Aw, shucks. I'm gonna head to bed. Catch you in the morning?
Sure thing.
I make my way to my room and fall into bed with my heart full, excited for the days to come. Aw, that was a more romantic one. Always try your best at everything. True. Oh. Got a text from work. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Okay.
Simply a majestic evening.
Are you fucking serious? They cut... I lost a fucking hour, which blows. But whatever. This is only an hour. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. Okay, only an A for this one. Makes sense. Interview with the vampire. Funny. Parking uphill, be sure to turn tires towards the street. True. Dreamiest daddy. That's me. Excuse me. Okay. Okay.
Dad.
This should be the last round.
Hey!
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, damn it. Okay. I think this should be the one. Okay. So I have to just skip through Pablo for a bit. Rocco Romero is having a lively conversation with Amanda. We have a real fluffy Samoyed right now. His name is Harold. Loves belly rubs. He always tries to lick your face if you get too close.
Miss Christensen, thank you so much for telling me in great detail about every single dog currently at the animal shelter. Please tell me about the Afghan with 3 legs again.
Ah.
Sure. Quadro, we call him. It's one of those ironic nicknames. You know, if you're really interested, I could probably steal one for you.
Really?
Nah, but I could get you in to meet all of them. We could always use extra hands around the shelter. And those extra hands also having to steal a dog. I'm glad you two are able to bond over cute dogs. Really warms my heart.
Dad, we're having a moment.
Hey.
Hey, Sailor. Your kid's a good egg. Where's your goth prince? You two are usually attached at the hip these days. He's around. Stellar. Mary turned her attention to Amanda. It's not too hard to sneak a dog into college. Trust me, I did it plenty back in the day. At one point, I had 3 cats living in my dorm. I decided to leave them to it. All of a sudden, a huge dog leaps into my arms.
Duchess.
Hugo and Ernest run up to me. The Duchess gives my face a few broad licks and hops down. We're working on that. Got her in disciplinary class.
She's a wild spirit who runs where she may.
I don't mind at all. Looks like the 3 of you are getting along nicely.
Hey!
She's a valuable addition to the clan.
If I hold my homework up and If I hold my homework in front of her, she'll eat it.
Cool. We'll deal with that later. Duchess Cordelia spot a squirrel and start dart across the yard. Ernest follows her, laughing. Sorry, I accidentally disconnected my mic. It's actually been a lot more manageable lately. I think taking care of the dog is good for him. Thanks for breaking it into my ass, I guess. Anytime. Jonathan. Brian, you made it.
Hey.
Don't pass it on me.
Hey. Oh. Nice.
Okay. Yuka comes up with cheese. Okay.
Ah. Oh.
Oh.
Hey, Amanda's dad. I turn to spot Lucian walking up to me. Yes, Lucian? Thanks for inviting me to your party. Anytime, bud. I know we've had a rocky start, but I'm glad to know you. I'm glad to know you. I hope you know how much your dad cares about you. Yeah. Yeah. My dad's had a rough couple years, and I know that it must not have been easy to raise me alone. He's kind of a weird guy, but I love him a lot. Seems like you make him happy. So, you're cool in my book. Thank you, Lucian. That means a lot to me. Sure. Let me know if you want me to give you a stick and poke sometime. Also, I'm sorry about the oregano thing. Thanks for coming by, Lucian. See you around, Jonathan. Starts to wind down, take a seat. Amanda winks.
Dad. Pew.
Okay. Alright, this is it, guys. He's in his little uniform. Take a seat next to Damien as the last guest makes their way out of the party. Did you know that in the Victorian era, they would call benches seaty boys? What? Really? I'm kidding, Jonathan, but what if? It's good to see you in your civvies again. Thank you. Thank you. I've had a revelation the other day, Jonathan. I think it was largely due to your continued influence upon me. There was a version of myself that might have been embarrassed to show you my true form, my information technology form. But what you said about me, about how my passion was what you truly admired, what that emboldened me to feel myself regardless of how I choose to direct and that emboldened me to feel like myself regardless of how I choose to dress and act. Instead of separate entities, they were simply different facets of myself in a three-dimensional human form. In a three-dimensional human being with his own thoughts and wants and needs. I'm even gonna drop my fake Russian voice. I love dressing the way I do, but feeling constricted by what I thought. Dude, imagine. I love dressing the way I do, but feeling constricted by what I thought was my own personal brand made me lose sight of what I did, of why I did this in the first place, to make myself happy. I place my hand on Damien and feel White squeeze. Looking up, I'm greeted by Damien's warm smile. I'm trying to be more comfortable with who I am, rather than dwelling on who I could be to other people. I can't stop smiling. I'm so proud of him. Damien, I'm so happy you realize that you can be a dog-loving goth. Me too, Jonathan. Me too. I feel myself itching closer and closer to Damien. I go to brush a lock of hair out of his face, and I'm shocked at how soft it is. How is your hair so soft? Dog shampoo. You know what? Write that down. I keep running my hands through his hair as he leans closer to me, placing a hand on the side of my face. He strokes my cheek with his thumb. You know, public displays of affection were considered scandalous in the time of the Victorian era. Damien pulls me in for a kiss. But I think we can make an exception for you. Get whatever job you want. Just make sure it includes health insurance. True. Alright, guys. That's it for Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. Digital Dad Rector's Cut. I had really fun playing this game. It was cool. It was cool meeting all these hot dads and their kids. And of course Amanda, who was awesome and the best. I swear to God, he's shirtless. Okay, he has a shirt. Anyways, God. Anyway. But yeah, that's it for Dream Daddy. I might do a bonus stream just to do the cult ending run, but that's about it. But otherwise, yeah, and we'll see what we do next time for stream. Probably happening Monday. We'll see what I do. But thank you guys so much for joining me for Dream Daddy. It's been an awesome time. Stay safe and come hard. Keep it flirty, fun, and fresh. Eat ass and get money. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.